So, uh, अभी last class में we were discussing uh, a bar, and I did one problem. So let us solve another problem of similar nature. Just the boundary condition is new. Okay. So the condition is given like this. Suppose fx is equal to, I'm writing a new condition, that is equal to x into x and L minus x. This is between 0 and L by 2, and this is between L by 2 and L. Okay, this is the condition that is given, and we know what is the ux comma t. So it is the same bar which is I told you in last class that the ends are at 0 degrees Celsius. It is laterally insulated. So just this condition of fx is different. It is given. So what was ux comma t? Can anybody tell me? That was equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity. कोई बता सकता है? bn
bn sin n pi x by l
sin n pi x by l e to the power minus n square pi
square c square
c square t by l square.
is
Okay. So only thing and all other things are same. I told you this is the same bar. The ends are at 0 degrees Celsius and it is laterally insulated. So the surface is laterally insulated, and then the value of fx is given. And what is fx? Let me remind you. It is u of x0 x comma 0. That means it is kind of initial temperature. Okay, the profile of initial temperature, because it is a function of x. So that means the value of u will be different at different x. So you have to tell the initial temperature. Fine. So this is the same, same problem that I am doing, in which the ends are at 0 degrees Celsius, and this is x is equal to 0, this is x is equal to L, and this rod is one dimensional and it is laterally insulated. It is laterally insulated. Okay. So ux comma 0 is given. So that is, fx is equal to uh, summation n is equal to 0 to infinity bn sine of n pi x by L, because t is equal to 0 means this point, this thing will become 1. This thing will become 1. अब साथ ही साथ करो इसको, मेरे साथ ही प्रैक्टिस कर लो, ठीक है, इस टाइप के वन डायमेंशनल क्वेश्चन की. So now how to calculate this bn? I told you I will multiply fx by sine n pi x by L, and that will give me bn sine square n pi x by L, and then I will integrate it from 0 to L. So that's why only nth term will remain, because there is summation, there are infinite terms, but all other terms will go to 0. Only this nth term will survive, and this will also become 0 to L and dx. Okay. This is bn is also known as Fourier coefficient, but अभी मैं हर क्वेश्चन में कैलकुलेट कर दे रहा हूँ, बिकॉज मैंने Fourier सीरीज आपको पढ़ाया नहीं है, so इसलिए मैं कैलकुलेट कर दे रहा हूँ. ओके. So this will become bn will become 2 by, so the integration of this will become L by 2. So it will become 2 by L, and 0 to L, and fx of sine of n pi x by L and dx. Okay, correct. So let me take it like this: 2 by L and there is a discontinuity in the function because fx is not same between 0 to L, it is different. So it is 0 to L by 2 when fx becomes x sine n pi x by L dx, and plus from L by 2 to L it becomes L minus x and sine of n pi x by L and dx. Okay, so it is like this. So now I can erase this point, this part I can erase, and I will take up the integration from there. So this becomes equal to 2 by L, and then first function integration of second. So integration will be minus cos n pi x by L over n pi by L minus derivative of this, integral of this. So minus sine n pi x by L over n square pi square by L square, and now third term will become 0 because here you already you have a constant. So this will become from 0 to L. Now you can see that this term at L will also become 0 and at 0 will also become 0. So this term will not be important. Okay. And this term we have to write as upper limit minus lower limit. Correct. And the second term plus, do that, first function
सर इसकी लिमिट L by 2 तक होगी ना?
L by 2. हाँ, L by 2. Wait, फिर नहीं कटेगा. Thank you. The limit is L by 2 na, so it will be n pi by 2. Then plus first term integration of second minus cos n pi x by L over n pi by L minus derivative of this is minus 1, and integral of this will become minus sine n pi x by L over n square pi square by L square, and this whole thing will go from L by 2 to L. Okay, now the lower limit here is 0 na? And the upper limit gives you sine of n pi by 2. So here we have sine n pi by 2. What is here? Let us check. When you apply the upper limit, it goes to 0. Correct? And minus plus minus. So the lower limit will again become the same term. So we can see these things. So now let us write the value of Bn. लिखना जरा. Upper limit minus lower limit. So this term became same. And what about here? Here you will get the lower term as 0 because 0 is here, 0. Correct? And the upper term will be minus. Here you will get L by 2. So it will become cos n pi by 2. Correct? And minus here. And what about this side? The upper limit is 0 and the lower limit is L by 2. So you will get minus L by 2 minus L by 2 and the same term cos. So what is happening? So this and this term is added and this term is gone. Please see that. अच्छे से देखो एक बार जरा. यहां पे लोअर टर्म नहीं है, तो यहां पे अपर टर्म क्या है? इट इज L by 2 minus L by 2 cos of n pi by 2 upon n pi by L. And here the upper term becomes 0. Upper term is 0 and the lower term will be this minus, and minus of lower term will give you plus, and L minus L by 2 will be L by 2 cos of n pi by 2 over n pi by L. So they will cancel. So the answer will be, Bn will be 2 by L. And what about this? It will become 2 times L square by n square pi square sine of uh, n pi by 2. Okay, so 1 L will be cancelled and it will become 4 by n square pi square sine of n pi by 2. So this is the value of Bn.
4L आएगा ना, 4L by n.
4L by, yes, 4L by n square pi square sine n pi by 2. Okay, so this is the value of Bn. Substitute here and you get the profile. So let me explain you the profile in terms of graph. Please see this. आपको समझ आ गया अच्छे से? किसी स्टेप में किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो you can ask. So can I erase this part? This part आप लोगों ने लिख लिया है?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I am erasing this part and my solution now looks like this. The solution of this is ux comma t is equal to summation n is equal to 0 to infinity 4L over n square pi square sine of n pi by 2 sine of n pi x by L e to the power minus n square pi square c square by t L square. So this is the solution that we have got. So if you want to see how this looks like, you can write it in the form of infinite series. So that will be 4L by pi square into. So the first term is when your n goes to 0. Okay. So whenever n is even, you can see your answer will be 0. And whenever n is odd, your answer will become, this will become 1 for odd. I mean alternate 1 and minus 1. So this will become, for 1 it will become a sine pi x by L into e to the power minus pi square c square t by L square. Then the second term will come and it will give minus, so it will become minus 1 by 3 square, that means 9, and minus will be because of 3 pi by 2. Okay, 3 pi by 2, and this will become sine of 3 pi x by L. Okay, and sine of 3 pi x by L into e to the power minus, so 9 pi square c square t by L square plus dash dash dash. Correct? So this is the infinite series, and let me tell you what is happening at different time. So let me give you photo of that. This is the profile of u at t is equal to 0. So see how it looks at t is equal to 0. If I plot this, it will be like this, from 0 to L by 2 and then L. This is the value of u of x comma t मैं कह रहा हूँ, but the photo is at t is equal to 0. It is looking like this. Now when this will proceed, so it will become u and x. It will become little bit like this. Okay. At later time, suppose I am writing 1 second, and then at large time, it will become like this. It will become closer to this. Okay. It is x and u, and at very large time, the whole of the rod will come at 0 degree temperature if it is left. So you know, the physical aspect, you can easily see what is happening with a rod which is at 0 degrees Celsius at both ends, and there is some temperature profile initially, but जैसे जैसे time बीतेगा, the whole rod has to come to equilibrium temperature 0 degrees Celsius. Check this, and if there is any doubt you can ask.
Sir, graph is not given.
Graph. This is at some later temperature time. Suppose this is 1 second, this say 5 second, and this is at last time, suppose say 20 second, like that. What is your question?
सर ग्राफ समझ नहीं आया.
ये ग्राफ कब का है? ये तो fx गिवन ही है.
ओके सर.
ये प्लॉट नहीं कर पाओगे. 0 से l/2 में x है.
नहीं सर ये तो क्लियर है, लेकिन t इक्वल्स
फिर
टू 1 सेकंड.
जब टाइम, अरे मतलब ये मैंने रैंडमली ले लिया है, मतलब समझाने के लिए ले लिया है कि टाइम आगे बढ़ रहा है तो क्या होगा. पूरे पूरे रॉड में प्रोफाइल कैसी होगी? It will start coming towards 0, na? Because ends are at 0 degree temperature, and finally at large time the whole of the rod will come at 0 degree Celsius temperature. So without seeing this function, complicated function, I have plotted it just because of the physical understanding of the system. समझ गए?
ओके सर.
So after understanding this type, let me consider another type in which the ends are not at 0 degree Celsius, but the ends are insulated. So right, when both ends of the bar, when both ends of the bar are insulated this time. Okay, so this time the ends of the bar are insulated. So the bar is like this. This is x is equal to 0, this is x is equal to L, and this end is insulated this time. Okay, so the ends are insulated means that there is no change in the profile of u with respect to distance. पहले ends were at 0 degree Celsius, that means there was no change with time, because ends मान लो तुमने बर्फ में डाल रखा है, ice में, you have kept ends in the ice. So what will happen? The temperature will be at 0 degree Celsius, but this time what is happening? The ends are insulated. So what will happen? Just the boundary condition will change, that u of x, this is derivative, at 0 comma t, this will be 0, and u of x at L comma t, this is equal to 0. This is result of the ends are insulated. So there is no gradient. x के रेस्पेक्ट में डेरिवेटिव का क्या मतलब होता है? मतलब ux means del u by del x. So that means gradient. And with respect to time, that means rate. So the gradient is 0 this time because the ends are insulated. There is no change at the end. Okay. So what was our solution before the boundary condition was applied? It was ux comma t is equal to, याद है, a cos lambda x plus b sin lambda x into e to the power minus, क्या था भाई?
n square c
No,
square.
not n square. N square was from boundary condition.
minus
Sir,
lambda square.
lambda
Minus
square
lambda
c
square c square t.
Minus
Hmm.
lambda square c square t. And I can't apply, na? That was from boundary condition. That will change this time. So this is the condition. And now let us apply. So this will give me ux. First of all, calculate ux x comma t. So that will be given by a minus a lambda sin lambda x plus b lambda cos lambda x into e to the power minus lambda square c square t. Okay. And the first boundary condition is u of x at 0 comma t is 0. So that means that is equal to b lambda e to the power minus lambda square c square t. That means b is equal to 0. Please see this. Correct?
Yes, sir.
और दूसरा वाला u of x l comma t is equal to, now b is gone, so we'll apply here minus a lambda sin lambda l e to the power minus lambda square c square t. This is equal to 0. Then that means lambda l is equal to n pi. So that means lambda is equal to n pi by l. Correct? So seeing these values, let us write u of x comma t is equal to, a is gone, b is gone, na? B is gone, a, so summation I will write because now there are many values. So a cos n pi x by l, b is 0, e to the power minus n square pi square c square t by l square. This is the solution when the ends are insulated. Now iske baad to, and this will be a n because there will be many coefficient. So iske baad ka solution, there is one more boundary condition that will be given and then you can solve it. Please check this if this is okay. And the homework is from here. Take the same triangular boundary condition that I gave you about the fx. It was like this. मैं ऐसे भी दे सकता हूँ कि आपको एक क्वेश्चन अपने आप लिखना पड़े. This is L by 2, this is L, and this is fx. So fx, this is L by 2. Fx is equal to x. So what will be this value? L by 2. Correct? Then only this will come out to be, the slope will come out to be 1 ना, slope 1 होना चाहिए ना इस तरफ, and इस तरफ L minus x हो जाएगा. Okay, so this is also a way to give the boundary condition where fx is given by u of or u of x comma 0. U of x comma 0 is fx. So you can solve it if this condition is given. ये बात देख लेना एक बार, सारी बात समझ में आ रही. So अभी तक जो हम bars कर रहे हैं, whatever bars we are doing till now, so every bar is of finite length till now. The bar is of finite length. So what will happen when the bars are very long? That means they are infinite in nature. The length is infinite. Then how to deal with them? So that is a question, and let us do that understand that mathematics. If you have done this, I can erase this. So ये वाले जो finite वाले हैं वो Fourier series से किए जा रहे हैं, और जो infinite है that will be done using Fourier transform. ये नोट में लिख लो जरा, write that in note. The coefficient of the solution in the case of finite bar is calculated using Fourier series, and when the bar is infinite, it is calculated using Fourier transform. Okay, so that will come at later time. So this, right, modeling, we are going to model very long
Now calculated using last line.
Fourier
हाँ जी.
transformation.
Okay sir, thank you.
Fourier transformation. So modeling very long bars. Okay, so that means very long means the value of x goes here from minus infinity to plus infinity. The values of x goes here from minus infinity to plus infinity. So I will just not consider those long mathematics because that is not important and we can't derive that during our exam. But इस part से कई बार question पूछा गया है, तो we will have to kind of remember the, and because you have done for the finite, you have idea. Okay, so in this case the bar is like this. Suppose this is the bar, then it goes to infinity in this side and minus infinity in this side. This is suppose x-axis. Okay, so it is a one-dimensional bar, and we know it will be given ux comma 0 will be equal to fx. This will be given. So हर question में क्या बदलेगा? fx बदलेगा, and they will ask what is the solution. So that will be your question. So you know that the value of ux comma t is given by, एक लेवल तक तो हमने कैलकुलेट किया है, that is a cos px plus b sin px into e to the power minus, what was that, c square p square and t. ठीक है, डिफरेंट ले लिया है लैम्डा से ताकि थोड़ा अलग लगे. Okay, so this is the solution that we have done, and after this long mathematics is done Fourier transformation is applied, and what we get is u of x comma t is equal to 1 upon 2c under root pi t, okay, and minus infinity to plus infinity f of v e to the power minus x minus v square over 4c square t dt dv. So this comes after doing 2 pages of calculation, but this is the solution of the above profile of heat. So you can see here that ये जो fx था, here fv है. So can you write if fx is given, you can write fv or not? Suppose fx is sin x, so what will be fv?
Sin V.
Sin v, very good. So we don't need to know what is the value of v, na? Just whatever is given in terms of fx, we have to substitute and we have to integrate. So the problem will be just how to integrate this, and I have already given you the integration minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power minus ax square plus bx dx is equal to under root pi by a e to the power b square by 4a. याद आया? So this integration you have to remember, and the others also, because fv is there, na? So sometimes the other one will be used minus infinity to plus infinity x to the power n, I mean 0 to infinity x to the power n e to the power minus alpha x square dx is equal to gamma n plus 1 by 2 and half over alpha n plus 1 by 2. This is one of the integrations that will be used, because here you have Gaussian square, यहाँ भी square है, so this type of integration will be used. And there is further, further simplification of this, and वो आपको जरूर याद रह जाएगा इसका और simplified version, and that is given by ux comma t is equal to 1 upon, यहाँ पे सिर्फ रूट पाई बच जाता है, and minus infinity to plus infinity f of x plus 2cz under root t and e to the power minus z square dz. And how it is converted? Z is v minus x by 2c under root t. Okay, in this way it is converted. So see, if you know fx, you know this or not? Tell me.
Yes.
If fx is sin x, then what is f of this? Suppose this is this much is some alpha. So if fx is alpha, what is f of this? Fx is sin x, then what is f of this?
Sin alpha.
Sin alpha. Very good. So 5 नंबर का क्वेश्चन नेट में पूछा गया था, जिसमें बस आपको क्या करना था कि सपोज fx was given e to the power minus alpha square. So what will be this value? Tell me. E to the power, tell me, minus x plus 2cz under root t square. ये पता होना चाहिए था बस, this much. और उसको यहां पुट करके then we will just integrate. The variable is only z. Tell me if there is any doubt, you can ask. and I will solve that question that was asked in exam. Clear है भाई?
Yes, sir.
किसी को डिटेल में पढ़ना होगा तो दिस इज गिवन इन एर्फकिन. So let us solve that question which was asked in exam about the infinite bar. And please remember, the heat equation is also diffusion equation. Just that C square in heat equation is reduced by capital D, which is diffusion coefficient. No difference is there. So question can be asked from heat equation as well as diffusion equation. So like we write heat equation like this, na? C square Uxx is equal to UTT. So that will be just D. Uxx is equal to UTT. So this will become diffusion equation. So C square is thermodynamic in heat equation. मैंने बताया था ना, it is equal to K upon rho sigma. All are thermodynamical properties, and this is the diffusion coefficient, which is the property of diffusion of gases. Okay, there it is used. So the equations are same. हमें as a mathematician तो कुछ भी देखने की जरूरत नहीं है, because the nature of equation is same. Just C square is replaced by D. That's it. So write a question. Let let f of x comma t be a solution of heat equation del f by del t is equal to d del 2f by del x2. Okay, in one dimension. The condition at t is equal to 0 क्या होता है वो? fx होता है. fx comma 0. Here f is only the function, so हम लोग तो यहाँ u लिया करते थे, but in the question itself it is given f, so we have to take f. We have no choice. So fx comma 0 is equal to e to the power minus x square, and this is given when t is greater than 0. Okay, so you have to calculate fx comma t is equal to question mark. Now see, this is a previous year net question. Now please see this. If you want to solve this, first of all, see, this is heat equation. C square की जगह d दिया हुआ है, तो we will immediately change our solution, and from this we will see that it is an infinite bar. देख रहे हो कि नहीं? Limit. Because if this was from 0 to L, that was finite bar. But if it is from minus infinity to plus infinity, this is the case of infinite bar. And now what will happen? What is the value of f x comma t here? बताओ भाई कोई? Tell me.
Excuse me, sir.
हाँ.
Sir, will the c squared uxx is equal to u of t आएगा ना in the
U of t आएगा. Oh, sorry. The heat equation.
yes.
U of t. Thank you. ये बताना जरा. Solution क्या था? ux comma t. What was that? 1 upon
1 by 2 2d 1 upon 2d
2. No, आप c square के टर्म में ही बताओ.
2c root pi t
2c
root of
pi
pi
t.
into t
Hmm.
integral minus infinity to infinity
Hmm.
f of v
F
e
of
v
No, not V. The Z one wala. अब वो तो
X.
X Z
Then
plus.
root X plus.
No, X was not there. Z was.
सर इसमें 1/2 से रूट पाई
1 by root pi only, sir.
1 by root pi under root minus infinity to plus infinity
f of x plus 2cz
x
Root
x plus 2c
C Z
z
root
t
T
e to the power
minus
minus Z square.
dz.
dz.
Now please see this very carefully. So this will just become 1 by under root pi and minus infinity to plus infinity. This is given e to the power minus x square. So it will become e to the power minus x plus 2cz under root t square. Can we see that? E to the power minus z square dz. But this integration you have to solve. And you can make so many questions with this different function. यहाँ ले लो बस integration करने का तरीका बदल जाएगा. And you will get different questions. So this will become 1 by under root pi integral minus infinity to plus infinity e to the power a square plus b square. Yes, minus 2ab and e to the power minus z square dz. Correct? कोई गलती तो नहीं हुई? So it will become 1 by under root pi e to the power minus x square outside, and it will become minus infinity to plus infinity. What about this? E to the power minus 4c square plus 1 z square. Okay, this and this is handled, and minus 4 x c z under root t and dz. Correct? So this will become
Sir, e to the power 4c square t plus 1.
4c square.
t आएगा ना?
हाँ t भी आएगा. 4 square c square t. 4c square t, because t is also there. Common ले लिया. So it will become 1 by under root pi e to the power minus x square, and this you know is minus ax square plus bx. Correct? So it will become under root pi by a, which is 1 plus 4c square t. Correct? Under root pi by a e to the power b square, which is 16 x square c square z, no, not z, c square t by b square लिख दिया मैंने, which is 16 x square c square t by 4a, by 4 times a, which is 1 plus 4c square t. 4 16. Pi cancel. So it will become e to the power minus x square by under root 1 plus 4 dt. And here e to the power minus common x square plus, यहाँ देखना पड़ेगा, 4 c square t by 1 plus 4 dt, and here also dt. Now take the LCM. So it will become x square.
So
Yes.
there is a x square term also.
So x square, correct? So if you will take 1 plus 4 dt minus 4 dt, so 4 dt will be gone. So it will become e to the power minus x square by 1 plus 4 dt by under root 1 plus 4 dt. This is the solution. This is one of the previous year questions. So you see, algebra, you should practice to do quick algebra. कोई डाउट हो तो बताना. अब सोचो इसके बाद इतना एफर्ट लगता है, तो इफ अगर डेरिवेशन में आ जाए उसके, तो वी कांट सॉल्व दैट इन एग्जाम. सो इज दैट ओके?
सर सर fx 0 की वैल्यू e raised to power minus x है तो t को 0 पुट करेंगे क्या?
सॉरी,
fx 0 की वैल्यू दे रखी है सर.
हाँ, तो ये पुराने वाले नोटेशन में क्या दे रखा है? fx ही दे रखा है इन ओल्ड नोटेशन. ओल्ड इसीलिए समझना जरूरी है कि कौन सी क्वांटिटी क्या है. नोटेशन तो बदल जाते हैं. अब जैसे पहले u, आप यहाँ u लिखते थे,
यस सर.
तो यहाँ पे ये क्या हो जाता था? ux, 0.
यस सर. ओके.
और वही fx नाम होता था. अब वो चीज यहाँ पे क्या है? fx, 0 है. तो इसीलिए समझना जरूरी होता है कौन सी क्वांटिटी क्या है. सो दैट इनिशियल बाउंड्री कंडीशन वाज गिवन. Here initial boundary condition is fx, 0, which is our fx according to previous notation. Clear है ना? चलो फिर let us
Yes,
stop
sir.
here. And किसी को कुछ पूछना है तो बताओ.
Sir, once explain how we have written 1 minus 4 dt, sir.
This,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
you see, e to the power minus x square is there,
Yes, sir.
and here also e to the power 4x square is there, and this. So x square I have taken common, minus from here I have taken common. So here I will get 1, and here whatever I will get except x square I have written. Minus I have written so that it will become minus and minus plus. This quantity is plus. Then I will take LCM. This will go here. 4 dt will be cancelled. So you will get only 1.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So just your 8th class mathematics is there. To take common, bracket, sign, nothing more. Okay? So don't worry about that. Do it properly, step by step. अपने आप बाद में करना. ठीक है? Okay, thank you.